Old tales have a way of captivating and entertaining us. But what if I told you that there was once a man who sought to become the king of Himalayas? Known as the unlikely Raja of Harsil, he is believed to have inspired Rudyard Kipling's famous novella, The Man Who Would Be the King. In the mid-19th century, a British deserted named Frederick Wilson found his way to the Garhwal hills of Uttarakhand. Known locally as Pahadi Wilson, his story is one of ambition, innovation, and controversy. It has been claimed that Rudyard Kipling's story, The Man Who Would Be King, was based on him. This is a tale of how an outsider became the unofficial Raja of Harsil and left an indelible mark on the region. Let's explore how the British ex-soldier became an integral part of Garhwal Hills and left a legacy that still echoes today. Frederick Wilson was born in England in the early 19th century. Details about his early life are sparse, but it's known that he served as a private in East India Company's army. Around the 1840s, Wilson deserted the army, a decision shrouded in mystery and speculation. Some accounts suggest that he may have fled after a duel with fellow soldiers, but concrete evidence is lacking. Seeking refuge, he traveled north into the kingdom of Tehri Garhwal. Initially, the local ruler, the Raja of Tehri, was hesitant to offer him shelter due to political sensitivities with the British. Undeterred, Wilson ventured deeper into the mountains, eventually settling in the village of Harsil along the Bhagirathi River. Wilson began his new life as a hunter, capitalizing on his skill to trade animal skin and musk, a valuable commodity at the time. His hunting expeditions were extensive, and he is said to have significantly impacted the population of Himalayan musk deer and other wildlife. In 1850, Wilson negotiated what is believed to be the first foreign lease in the high Himalayas with the Raja of Tehri. For an annual fee of 400 East India Company rupees, he gained unrestricted access to vast tracts of virgin forest. He innovatively used the Bhagirathi Ganga to float logs down to the plains, meeting the growing demand for railway sleepers as the British expanded their rail network, a method that revolutionized the timber trade in the region. Have you seen the movie Pushpa? If you have seen the movie, you might have noticed that the protagonist of the movie, played by actor Allu Arjun, also used the same method to save his sandalwood logs to be captured by the police. Yes, the method was invented by Frederick Wilson. Wilson's timber enterprise flourished, and with wealth came influence. Wilson faced a significant challenge in paying the wages of his over 1,200 workers involved in various aspects of his business, including hunting, timber cutting, floating logs, and dispatching railway sleepers. His work extended from Harshil to Haridwar, and to manage payment, Wilson had to withdraw money from banks in Mussoorie. Transporting the funds from Mussoorie to Harsil was both arduous and risky, as the journey, done entirely on foot, took 13 days to complete. To streamline transaction, Wilson began minting his own copper coins, known as Wilson rupees. These coins feature a hole in the center and were used for trade and as payment to his workers. While not officially sanctioned as a legal tender, they gained acceptance throughout Garhwal due to Wilson's significant economic presence. In Harsil, Wilson married a local woman named Rai Mata from Mukhwa village, and over time, the villagers accepted him into their community. However, when his first marriage did not result in children, he took a second wife, another Pahadi woman named Gulabi, also from the same village. Gulabi, the sister of Mugetu, the village drummer of Mukhwa, became the mother of his three sons, Nathaniel, Charles, and Henry, also known as Nathu, Charlie Saab, and Indri. Wilson built a grand residence known as Wilson Cottage in Harsil, and later constructed the Ashley Hall in Dehradun as a winter retreat. He quickly integrated into the local community, though some, particularly temple priests, viewed him with suspicion. His marriage and lifestyle earned him the affectionate title of Pahadi Wilson, meaning Wilson of the mountains. He was deeply integrated into the local society, and his efforts brought significant economic changes to the region. Wilson is credited with introducing apple orchards and potato farming to Garhwal, These crops thrive in the Himalayan climate and terrain, providing new source of income for local farmers. Today, Harsil apples are renowned for their quality, a lasting testament to Wilson's agriculture influence. Despite his contributions, Wilson's legacy is not without controversy. His extensive hunting and deforestation had a lasting environmental impact. Environmentalists like Sundar Bahuguna have criticized Wilson for initiating the deforestation that affected the region's ecology and wildlife. Local folklore adds a mythical dimension to his story. It is said that Wilson once challenged the power of Lord Someshwara, a reverse deity in the village of Mukwa. According to legend, this act led to a curse that his lineage would not survive beyond one generation. While such tales are part of local tradition, they highlight the complex relationship Wilson had with the culture and spiritual fabric of Garhwal. In his later years, Wilson moved to Missouri, seeking the company of British society. He passed away in 1883, having witnessed the deaths of two of his three sons. His surviving descendant eventually faded into obscurity, with reports suggesting the last known relative died in the mid-20th century. The physical remnants of Wilson's life have also diminished over time. His iconic wooden bungalow in Harsil was destroyed by fire in 1997. Original photographs and artifacts have been lost or remain hidden in private collection. Even the Wilson coin have become rare collectibles, with only a few known to exist today. Wilson's life have been immortalized in local song and stories. Gad Ratan and famous Garhwali singer Narendra Singh Negi recently composed a song titled Natho Wilson or Ruda Godoli, capturing the leisure of Wilson and his integration into Garhwali culture. His story has also inspired writers and historians, featuring in various books and articles exploring the colonial history of Himalayas. Frederick Pahadi Wilson remained a captivating figure in the history of Uttarakhand's Garhwal region. His entrepreneurial spirit brought economic development and introduced new agricultural practices. However, his action also led to significant environmental changes and left a legacy intertwined with both admiration and critique. Today, his legacy lives on in the orchards of Uttarakhand, the folk songs of Garhwal, and the enduring story of the man who would be king in the high Himalayas. Wilson's story is a reflection of complexities that arise when different cultures and ambition intersect. It serves as a reminder of the lasting impact one individual can have on a community, for better or for worse.